Hi, welcome back to my channel, and now let's proceed with our English grammar part 2 for first graders. Now let me open and share my screen. We are in grammar, more about sentences. We have subjects and predicates. The naming part of a sentence can also be called the subject. Once more, the naming part of a sentence can also be called the subject. So, if you can notice, the subject is always at the beginning of the sentence or a sentence. The subject tells who or what the sentence is about. So, that is a subject. We have examples here. Mike, which is the subject, reads a riddle. Okay, once more, Mike is a subject here, and then we have a verb, reads a riddle. Next, the riddle, this is what the subject is funny. So the riddle is funny. So subject talks about who or what the sentence about. Okay, so we also have predicates. Predicates, the action part of a sentence, can also be called the predicate. Once more, the action part of a sentence can also be called the predicate. If you can remember, one of the parts of speech is a verb. A verb is an action word. They are almost the same. However, predicates, it is a part of a sentence or clause. Okay, this is a clause containing a verb and stating something about the subject, while the verb is only a word. Example, sings, dance. But a predicate is a clause containing a verb and stating something about the subject. The predicate tells what the subject does. Okay, again, the predicate tells what the subject does. Myra, we have example here. Myra helps her sister. Myra is a subject. Helps is a verb. But how can it become a predicate? So we have here helps her sister. It's a clause. It completes the subject. Okay, once more, Myra helps her sister. If we allocate the verb, it's only helps. But if it's predicate, helps her sister. Okay, so are we good? Now let's proceed to our practice. It says here, draw a line under the subject of each sentence, and another one, draw a circle around the predicate of each sentence. Now, let me change this into a line. So we have line. Okay, number one, Maria owns a flower shop. We have to draw a line. We have to draw the subject in each sentence. We have to draw a line in each subject. So number one, Maria owns a flower shop. Number two, we have to go first with all the subjects so that we can continue using the icon line. Number two, the roses are beautiful. So the subject here is the roses. Okay. Number three, what do you think is the subject here? Plants need water to live. So the subject here is plants. Okay, very good. And number four, what do you think is the subject here? The flowers are red. Okay, good. The flowers is the subject. We have to include the article the roses, the flowers. And the last one is Mike. Okay, so Mike works in the shop too. So the subject here is pretty obvious. It is Mike. Now, it says here, the next instruction would be draw a circle around the predicate of each sentence. So let's change it into a circle. Okay. So what is the predicate? You remember what is a predicate? It contains a clause in a sentence. Okay. So this is the clause. Owns a flower. So that is the predicate. Okay. If we identify the verb here, only the verb owns. But if it's a predicate, owns a flower shop. Okay. Number 2, the roses. Okay, so the verb there is are. Beautiful is adjective. If you combine is, it becomes predicate. So are beautiful. All right. So sorry, my circle is not really that good, but let's proceed. Number 3, plants need water to live. So do you know already what is predicate, right? So let's put a circle. Number 4, the flowers. So what is the predicate here? Are red. Good job. And number 5. Okay, so the verb here is works. Mike works in the shop too. So the predicate here is, the clause here is works in the shop too. So these are predicates. So are we good? All right. Now let's proceed to next part. Grammar, more about sentences. Now we are done with subjects and predicates. Let's proceed to combining subjects. Sometimes two sentences have the same predicate but different subjects we have here. It says, okay, let me change it. It says sometimes we have two sentences here, okay, have the same predicate. The same predicate got flowers, but different subjects. We have the names here, Lucia, another, it's different name, Kathy. So we have two different subjects, but the same predicate, okay? So you can join the two subjects. How to join it? Use the word and, okay? Use the word and between the two subjects to make a new sentence. All right. So we will read the sentences here. Lucia got flowers. Kathy got flowers. So we have to combine it. The two subjects, we have to combine the two subjects using the word and. Okay, so Lucia and Kathy got flowers. So you see that we have the same predicate but different subjects. Okay, so in order for these two subjects to be combined, we have to put in between the word what and. All right. Okay, so that is combining subjects. Now, let's proceed with our practice. Use and to combine the underlined parts. Tell the new sentence. Okay, we have here number 1, boys. If you can observe, we have boys and girls. We have two different subjects, but the same predicates. Went to the shop, girls went to the shop. So now let me change it into type text. Okay, we have to make sentence here. Boys. Okay, what is the word to connect or combine? And, good job, and girls. So this is common noun, girls. So it's in a small letter. Okay, what is the predicate? Went to the shop. All right, so we are able to combine the two sentences already. So again, can you, boys and girls went to the shop. Can you read it? Okay, very good. Another example here. So Jess saw vases. Another sentence, Floyd saw vases. We have different two subjects, but the same predicate. Okay, let's make a sentence. Jess, what word in between and? So this is a proper noun, name of a person. So we have to use the capital noun F. Then Floyd saw. Okay, saw vases. All right, good. So we're able to combine the two sentences. Jess and Floyd saw vases. Can you read it? Very good. How about number 3? Plants are sold. Flowers are sold. So again, we have two different subjects here. So we have good plants. What's the word? And. So this is common noun thing. Okay, small letter only F. Flowers are, what is the predicate? The same predicate, sold. Okay, so are sold. If you can see, see here. Boys and girls went to the shop. Jess and Floyd saw vases, and plant and flowers are sold. Can you read this? Okay, so we are done with combining subjects. And yes, combining subjects with the same predicate. Now, let's proceed to the next part. More about sentences. This time, a while ago, we are talking about combining subjects. This time, we have to combine predicates. Okay? Combining predicates. Sometimes, two sentences have the same subject. Okay? But different predicates. It says here sometimes two. We have two sentences here. Jake sits, Jake reads. So have the same subject. So the subject here is Jake and another subject here is Jake. So it is the same, right? But different predicates. Okay, different predicates. Sits, another reads. Okay, it has different. It's sits and reads. So you can join the two predicates. Okay, you can join the two predicate by using what word? Again, and between the two predicates to make a new sentence. Okay, once more we have Jake sits, Jake reads, to the same, the same subject but different predicates. Example here, Jake sits and reads. So Jake is only one subject, the same subject. We have this different predicates and we can combine it by using the word and. Okay, very good. Now, let's have a practice. Use and to combine the underlined parts. Tell the new sentence. Okay, so we have to combine. Now, Mark cuts, Mark folds. So how to combine this? We have the same subject, Mark, Mark. Okay, so how to combine this? Mark, okay. So to be followed with a verb, cuts. So what word to use to connect with another word? Okay, good. And Mark cuts and folds. Okay, very good. There we go. We have the same subject but different predicates, cuts and folds. Can you read it? Very good. Now, let's proceed to number 2. Pablo draws, Pablo paints. So Pablo, if you can see here, the same subject, Pablo and Pablo. Okay, so we have to write here Pablo. Okay, what's the first verb? Draws. Okay, draws. Okay, so we have to put and paints. All right, good to go. So Pablo draws and paints. Can you read it? Okay, very good. Now, let's proceed to number 3. We play the drums. We play the group. If you can observe again, we have the same subject, we, another we, but different. Okay, different predicate. So we have to put here we. What are they doing? Play. The what? Drums. What is the word to combine here? Okay, correct. And what instrument? Another instrument? Harp and period. Okay. So we have done a great job. Okay, okay. We play the drums and harp. All right, can you read it? Okay, very good. Now, let's proceed to number 4. Can you do it? Very good. Okay, Billy runs and jumps. Okay, can you read it? Okay, very good. So we have done a great job, a combination of the subject and then a combination of the predicate with the same subject. Okay, we're good to go. So now let's proceed to Next part, grammar, pronouns. Let's proceed to pronouns. He, she, it, they. A pronoun is a word that takes the place of a noun. Once more, a pronoun is a word that takes the place of a noun. Okay, let me share an example here. My name. It says takes the place of a noun. Sheila cannot be a pronoun. It's always a noun. Okay? But pronoun, it becomes pronoun. Sheila, my name. It becomes pronoun by putting there what? She. Okay, how about boy? David. Okay, David. So what is the pronoun of David? Correct. Okay, he. How about thing? So we have here a thing. Okay, let me try. We have here a thing, cell phone. Cell phone. So what is the pronoun of cell phone? A thing. It. Okay, good. How about they? So they, when you combine David and Sheila, okay? So you have to put they because they is used for more than one, okay, people or more than one thing. Okay, so if it's 2, 3, 4, we use the pronoun they. Okay, he, she, it. All right, we have here he, she, and it are pronouns that tell about one. So as what I've said, example that I've given, the same. Jose, like David, he. Tanya, Sheila, she. Book, cell phone, it. Okay, so that is the pronoun. You cannot call Jose as pronoun because this is a noun or a proper noun. You cannot call also Tanya a pronoun because this is proper noun of girl, and also book. So this is a common noun. So this is not a pronoun. So it says here a pronoun takes the place of a noun. So if you want it to be pronoun, so instead of using Jose, you have to put he. You have to use he. Tanya, she. That becomes pronoun, book, it. All right. Now let's proceed to they. Is a pronoun that tells about more than one. As what I've said here, David and Sheila this time, Ken and Tess. They or many people, innumerable people, we can use they. All right. Now, let's have a practice. Look at the word or words in dark type. Okay, we have highlighted here. The color is black. Tell a pronoun that take its place. Okay, change it into type text. Number 1, Tess has a jump. Tess once more. Sorry. Tess has a jump rope. So, what is Tess? Is it he, she, or it? It's pretty obvious. She. So the personal pronoun here is, let me delete it. The personal pronoun here is she, not he, because she's a girl. Now, the jump rope is green. What is the jump rope? It is he, she, it. It is it because it is a thing. Good job. And how about number 3? Ken lives next door, just like the name of David, name of a boy or a man. Ken, it is he, she, or it? It's he. How about your mom, your mother? Mom helps turn the rope. So, it is she. Very good. How about Matt and Jen? So, we have a boy and a girl want to play too. So, Is it she, he, it, or they? So they are they. Okay? Have you seen it? Tess, it's she. The jump rope, it's a thing. It. Ken, it's he. Mom, it's she. And Matt and Jen are they because they are plural. All right. So we are now with the last page of part 2. So now pronouns, grammar pronouns. We have I and me, we and us. I, me, we, and us are pronouns. You know, we have been using these words every day. I, me, we, and us. Okay, use I and we as the subject of a sentence. Do you remember what a subject? A subject refers to a person, place, or thing, or a noun, and it always at the, where is it located? It is always at the beginning of a sentence. So here, I give Pam my book. So I give Pam my book. So that is at the beginning. So that is a subject I. I, the first person. We, it's in a plural form. Read the book. So that is a subject. It's at the beginning of the sentence. And it is in a plural form. I is singular, and we is plural. So it's the subject. These are subjects. Use me and us in the predicate of the sentence. Okay, once more, me and us in the predicate of the sentence. Pam gives me the book. All right, so you cannot say Pam gives I the book. All right, once more, what is a predicate? A predicate is a clause in a sentence that what contains a verb. So that means Pam is the subject, so this is the predicate. Gives me the book. So me is in the middle. So it is in the clause, the me. So you can, as what I've said, you cannot say Pam gives I the book. It's always me. So me as well, you cannot find me at the beginning of the sentence. All right. So it's always it can be in the middle or at the end. Next, the baby smiles at us. So us can be at the middle or at the end. So again, use me and us in the predicate of the sentence. The baby is the subject. The predicate is smile at us. So you cannot also say the baby smiles at we. No, it's not because we is the subject. All right. So the baby smiles at us. So that's the correct. Now, let's go to our last practice in part 2. Draw a circle around the correct pronoun. So it says here, draw a circle around the correct pronoun. Okay? So, number 1, blank. I want to play or me want to play. What is the correct? Okay, so this is very common. I, of course. You cannot say me want to play. It's incorrect. Number 2, can they play with I or me? What's the correct? So it is in the predicate. It's in predicate sentence or a clause. So it's me. Number 3, we sing to Kara or us sing to Kara. So the subject, it is the subject here, it's we. That's the correct. Then Kara reads to we or us. So it's in the predicate. It's in a clause. So us. Then Kara reads to us. And the last one, pick a good book. We pick a good book or us pick a good book. Yes, absolutely. That's we. All right, that's the end of our lesson in part 2. I hope to see you next time in part 3 in first graders English grammar lesson. But before I end, let me share to you a verse. This is what I am going to do every time we have lesson. So we have the verse here, John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish, but have everlasting. Okay, that's it for the day, and thank you. See you next time.